But I'm pretty sure everybody has told to go after your goals. But let's be for real. No one has ever seemed to break down how to actually accomplish all your goals. No one has ever seemed to break down how to actually make them happen. It's more than just motivation. It's about having a clear, realistic plan and knowing the small steps it takes to achieve them. And knowing the small steps that leads to big results. Today I'm going to show the real partial steps to finally get where you want to go. So there's a book called Atomic Habits by James Clear, and it's about how small, consistent change can have a big impact over time. Now, one of the main ideas in the book that it's not just about big goals, it's about creating a system that helps you get towards the bigger goal. It's about creating a system that helps you reach there. Clear also explained that if you want to accomplish your goals, you actually have to focus on building habits that aligns you with the kind of person you want to become. Now, perfect examples of these are, instead of just saying, I want to be healthier, it's more effective to think, I'm a healthy person, and then focus on small actions that reinforce that identity. This way, your habits will start reflecting who you are, not just what you want to achieve. Now, this is a common mistake that people actually make, so this is why a lot of people actually fail while they're trying to achieve their goal. They mainly focus on the bigger picture and the end result. Now, going back to what one of my favorite YouTubers says, Avery B, if you want to get from New York to LA, you're not just going to start driving. You're going to put it in GPS and it's going to show you all the turns where you got to take. But without a GPS, you're not going to know where you're going. You might end up in Baltimore or somewhere. Now, by creating small actionable steps and focusing on those to the best of your ability, you can actually accomplish your goal way easier and in a short amount of time than just focusing on the bigger picture. Claire also talks about taking tiny, easy steps, things that feels almost too small to fail at. The idea is that when something feels more manageable, it's easy to start and more important to keep it going. For example, let's say your goal is to read more. Instead of setting a huge task like reading a book a week, you might come into reading 1 page a day. And it might sound small, but the goal here is to build a habit and be consistent with it. Once you're comfortable with that, you can gradually increase the numbers of pages you reach each day. This creates a momentum and builds your confidence. The beauty of this approach is that it starts small. You're tricking your brain into feeling accomplished without feeling overwhelmed. And as Claire explained, these small actions compound over time, leading to massive changes. So think about what the 1-page vision and apply that shit to whatever you want to go do in life. Just take it a day by day. Just break it down into small, manageable tasks. Now that we talked about small action that you need to take to get towards your goal, let's dive into another key piece. Setting milestones. Now think of milestones as a mini game that marks your progress along the way to your big goal. They're important because they give you something to aim for in the short term and keep you motivated and disciplined. When you break your main goal into milestones, each one becomes a checkpoint where you can measure your progress and make adjustments and celebrate the wins. For example, if your goal is to get in shape, a milestone might be to reach a certain weight, run a certain distance, or lift a particular weight. These small goals can make big goals feel more achievable and keep you focused on the way. Setting milestones also gives you a roadmap so you can see exactly where you're heading. This is another perfect example of what Avery said. You need a GPS for wherever you're going. It's a way of tracking that doesn't feel overwhelming because you're focused on one milestone at a time. Plus, every time you reach a milestone, you can get the confidence and boost to keep you going. So think of some milestones for your own goals. What would they look like? Each one should feel like a step forward and bring you closer to the big picture. I suggest keeping a journal so you can track your milestones and your progress, because without that, you just be guessing. Me personally, I use a habit tracker. It's free on the App Store, not sponsored. The one I use, I like it because it's in the calendar form. I can just take it off as I go instead of writing it down. Celebrating each milestone is a great way to recognize progress and stay motivated on your way. But as you move forward, you might find that some approach works better than others, or that you may need to change things up, and that's where a little flexibility comes in. I once heard a saying that said,
"A smart man learns from his mistakes,
but a wise man learns from both." Achieving your goal is much more about adjusting your path as it is about staying on it. So let's talk about how being adaptable and learning along the way can keep you moving forward. Sometimes you may realize that a particular pattern isn't working the way how you intended, or you might just come across a better strategy from someone who achieved a similar goal. Now, don't be afraid to tweak your steps or upgrade your milestone or change your pace. Being adaptable means that you're consistently learning and improving your path, not just sticking to a plan that no longer serves you. So as you work towards your goals, keep evaluating what's effective and what's not. Adjust as you need. And now remember, a wise person doesn't just follow the plan. They adjust and make sure that the plan is working. They adjust and make sure it's the best plan as possible. I should quote that. Make sure I link me to that too. Alright, so today we broke down real steps on how to accomplish your goals. We discussed the importance of starting small, like reading just 1 page a day to build habits that align with your person who you want to become. Setting milestones helps you track your progress and celebrate those wins along the way. Remember, being adaptable is key. Don't be afraid to adjust your approach as you learn what works best for you. Now, I want to hear from y'all. What's one step you're going to take towards your goals? Now, I want y'all to share your thoughts in the comments and let's support each other down there while we go on a journey. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more tips, and it's a job. I'm out of here.
Stepping and swinging, I'm running shit. I might run for Senate. I got a bitch up in the kitchen wearing them coochie cutters. Bring my doggy out that cell, straight up out the gutter.